because if you look at our divorce rate, that's 50+%, right? The divorce rate drops to about 20% above a household income of $250,000.
Wow.
The more money, more people stay together because it's more than just sex. It's about legacy. And your best assistant is your spouse. Whether they're directly involved in the business or whether, like many high-value men, their wives will come work for the business. So she'll be the office manager. You know, she'll do all the details. Like, I hate details. So my next ex-wife is a joke, but she would be good at doing all that stuff for me because that means if we don't have to outsource it, that's one less payroll head count that I have. That's more money back to the family to be invested back into the business. That you look at millionaires and billionaires and you rarely see lifelong bachelors. They're usually married. And I'm like, well, and people used to say, well, man, marriage is a bad deal. And, you know, Jeff Bezos, I'm like, Jeff Bezos ain't saying that shit. Jeff Bezos, yeah, he lost half his money, but guess what? He doubled his money after the pandemic. He ain't sweating it. And that's one thing that I noticed, that the men who had the money, for the most part, weren't complaining losing half the stuff. It was the men who were projecting their middle-class sensibilities onto rich people. I'm like, you can't do that. That's a different calculus.
Yeah.
And when you're up there, you need somebody that you can trust. Because the person who's most likely to do you in is the person that's sleeping next to you. If you know anything about Genghis Khan, 1 in 6 of us carry his DNA. He got it in. All right, but Kublai Khan was his grandson. And the guy who played opposite of Doctor Strange, or the Asian character, he played Kublai Khan. Study him, his consorts, but study his #1 wife. That woman right there is the kind of woman that high-value men would kill for, because her main motivation was making sure that he was great. And his greatness benefited her.
Right.
And by extension, benefited his son, and by extension, benefited the entire Mongol nation.
Right.
What do you think black women need most?
How are you contributing to the progress of your people? We're not talking about that.
So what are you talking about now?
We're not talking about rape, please. Oh yeah, stop now.
I like that it makes you uncomfortable. I like that it makes you have to discuss things with people that you could be around all the time and you don't necessarily have these conversations.
You can play it with friends and family as well. It's also good to know where your family members stand on the whole black issue. This game is amazing.
Get this game, get talking, get healing, get together.